Hey, what is happening? This is DarkSage101. Welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Andaron Saga. Oh, last episode, I finally completed chapter 22 after like 5 episodes. And a month-long hiatus from the game itself. So, yeah, came back after like a month. And 2 episodes later, and I beat the chapter. Amazing. So, my reaction from last episode was definitely, be sure to check out the last episode. Let me just say it was like an hour and a half. So, and just go to, I'd say about the hour and 15 mark, and just look at my reaction. And I was rambling on for a good while too. And I was battling Adrian, and he was a little bit tricky. So yeah. But in this episode today, we're going to be reading all this dialogue. It's probably a ton, and then we'll look at the next chapter, maybe even throw like 1 or 2 attempts on it. And then after this, I'm going to be doing probably more Fire Emblem. I'm going to do some Sacred Echoes, see if I can finish that chapter with Days So yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's do this. It's been a while, Tindaris. I'd be so glad to see someone from Andaron. Jahara, well done bringing them here. I'm grateful. No thanks necessary. I only did my duty. I'm glad to see you alive, though, my king. Looks like we arrived in the nick of time. Indeed, my brother must have spent years planning this coup. I thought I was dead for sure. Speaking of the devil. Okay, Tindaris, I hate to say it, but you died like 15 times, dude. I'm sorry, but you suck. He was a little better, yes, last episode, but he still wasn't great. It's also because I just played him smart. So, but yeah. Anyways, my king, we have captured General Adrian. He is still alive as your brother. What will you have us do with them? Bring them both here. Let's have a chat. As you command. It should be interesting. Yes, it will. They're probably still red. I figured, yeah. How dare you parade me before the throne like some court jester? Come now, brother. After this tedious war, we could all use the entertainment. Go ahead, half-brother. Gloat at me, savor this brief taste of victory. Soon all of Tamaya will know you won because of foreign sellswords. Will your people support you then? I think not. They will overthrow you. You shall see. You won't be around to find out, though. What are you gonna do, kill me? You don't have the stomach for it. You never had the will to do what was necessary to rule the nation. You are a filthy half-blood, son of a concubine? A bad guy born of lust. When your own people are revolting against your rule, what will you do? What will you do? When they ask why you brought foreign invaders into our halls, what will your answer be? Good job, Tindaris. There's my answer. I've made my bed. Now I'll sleep in it. Any last words? I see only a future of chaos under your rule. But I will not lie. You are a shrewder Drake than Ilrodun. I wish you'll rule the best of luck. I grant you the mercy of dying nobly on your feet. You may be a traitor, but you were once a great Drake. It's better than I deserve. See, Adrian, you were a good fight. Well to admit. Now that the formalities are dealt with, we have much work to do. Ah, darn. Scalies don't mess around. Oh, what is this exotic beauty? I don't remember her face. This is Saga of Clan Scuddy from Hornheim. When we last met, she was not with us. Cannot say I have ever met a northern girl. I would enjoy getting to know better. You may not enjoy it as much as you think. Oh, a rose of thorns. How delightful. Jaka, any chance we can bring back Ilrodun? I'm starting to think we backed the wrong Scaly. Alright, that's enough. You two can kiss later. Ah, yes. How forgetful of me. I do offer my condolences. What happened to your friend was a great tragedy. I only met Bottom on once, but he seemed like a good man. He was. Though unlike you, he let his brother get the better of him. His only flaw was that he was far too trusting of backstabbers. Yes, I've heard about all about King Mortimer and how he reluctantly claimed his throne. The official story is that the first and the second princes killed each other in battle. I was there. I can confirm that's not what happened. Mortimer played them both up against each other. Then he came in to pick up the scraps like a vulture. Mortimer's schemes ranged far and wide. He even had a hand in Ilrodan's coup. My brother was no fool. Nice rhyme. Coup fool. Well, actually more of a half rhyme. But he was a coward. He wouldn't do this alone. Not without certain assurances. Well, then you know what comes next. Jehovah promised us your support. March with us alongside the Vikings and let us bring Mortimer to justice. Tamaya is in no position to offer military aid. You must give us time to rest and recover. Stay within the royal palace and recuperate, and I will spend time with my advisors. When the time for war comes, Tamaya will not forget the debt it owes you. This I promise. Alright, you better stay true to your word. I always pay my debts. Just ask my brother. I can't, he's dead. Precisely. Okay then. Oh man. Tyndaris is a little cold sometimes. I can definitely tell, yeah, he's a little cold. But he's great. His personality is great. As a character, or as a unit, yeah, he's okay. My most honored Drakeguard, I'm glad to see you're all alive. We only survived because you fought so fiercely beside us. Truly we are humbled by our king's prowess in battle. As you have heard, a day might come when I will declare war upon Andaron. When that day comes, I want you all there on a battlefield beside me. Wherever you go, we will go as well. You're our king, we live to serve. Good, now get some rest. Your king commands it. As you wish. And that skill right there, yeah, congratulations, you managed to keep all the Drakeguard alive. Basically, if you keep them all alive, Tyndaris gets that skill, and you know what that skill does? Basically, he's, at the start of the battle, he summons, I think, like 3 Drakeguard or something like that. 3 or 4. That's amazing. That's gonna help out big time for aggro and stuff like that, especially because they're quite strong. Yeah, that's pretty OP. Whenever you deploy Tyndaris, you can call his Royal Guard. They will appear as allied units and follow him around the map. The units and their equipment will vary based on the chapter. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So let's say I put them in like the last chapter or something, they'll probably have endgame weapons. Okay. I can see that. Alright. Oh, Gaiden. Nice. Chapter 22X. As Alliance is forged. Okay, so this is probably going to be one of those talk to everyone chapters. Well, it's a good thing I'm dedicating a whole episode to this. Jock and his men rest for a month in Castle Drakespire. Or at Castle Drakespire. Tyndaris spends much of his time consulting his advisors. One day a visitor arrives. A visitor, you say? I grow restless, waiting all day. How much more time do you need? Every day that goes by, we give Mortimer time to build his army. Be patient. I promised you Tamaya's support, and I always keep my word. However, there's much work to be done. We've just been through a civil war. Convincing the nobles to enter another war will require some persuasion. You're the king. Can't you just command them to move? I certainly could, but when I return home, do you think I will be met with a cheering crowd? Or is it more likely that I will face open revolt? I can't just ignore the will of my people. If I do that, my reign will be as short and brutal as that of King Randall the Moronic. I thought you Scalies didn't care for politics. My friend Brandon told me all you like to do is fight. Your friend is not entirely wrong. We Tamaitans do like our violence. However, I'm afraid you cannot... Wait, you can never escape the struggle of politics. Whenever the Vikings disagree, they simply beat each other senseless in the arena. Perhaps my first order as king should be to adopt this custom. Actually, doesn't sound like a bad idea. My king, an envoy from Styxia, okay, cool, has just arrived. Styxia, I was not informed of this. I wasn't informed, Your Highness. They showed up unannounced. You have dealings with the Necromancer? Not that I know of. We share a border, but our interactions are very limited. They insist on speaking directly to you. What should I tell them, Your Highness? Send them in. As you command, my king. That is a white. Oh! I love it! Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Can I have this guy, please? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's funny. Greetings, weak and foolish flesh bags. You now stand before I, Lord Medha. What? Servant of secret shadow gravewalker extraordinaire. It is I, Medha the Beautiful. He who knows no mortal limit. Whoops, that was awkward. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Sometimes he comes out for a bit, and things get weird for a bit. Anyways, I'm Ahmed the Friendly. Oh, nice. Skeleton servant of Darius. His voice changed. Fella, don't just interrupt someone when they are talking. It's rude. And yes, my voice just does change on the occasion, but pay it no mind. This guy reminds me of Papyrus from Undertale. A little bit. Just how he acts. If you're living your second life, you'd have a few screws loose too. Yeah. You said you were a servant of Darius. Do you mean Prince Darius Astyxia? Yes, sir. The one and only. We're pleased to finally meet you. You've been following your little war effort for quite some time. I did not realize Styxia took an interest in our internal matters. What are you, stupid? Of course we'd keep an eye on the dragons. You cannot take a dump without our intelligence agents reporting it. The last thing we want is a bunch of deranged scalies coming down. Okay, that is to say, it would be prudent to keep our eyes open. Now that you're king, we wish to offer support to your lordship. And yet you did not come to my aid when Ilrodon was beating down my doors. I'm sure you utter the same flowery words to my brother if he were here. Yes, obviously, imbecile fleshling. Do you think we run a church here? Charity's for ones who deserve it, not a bunch of half-witted moronic... Okay, don't mind Olameda. He just says stuff sometimes. This skeleton is quite a handful. Alright, so what does this Prince Darius want to talk about? I'll leave it to him. But he wants to yap about something secret. It'll have a big benefit, not only to you, but to the Lancelor too. Me as well? Color me interested. So what will it be? Can you keep your mouth shut to hear him out? Alright, I'll give him my word that this meeting is off the books. Where does he wish to meet us? Where else but here? You stupid Indian blunderhead. You think he sent me here all by myself? Yeah. My prince is already here. Oh, he's a necromancer. That's cool. Oh, I saw this guy. This is the dude from that. He was in the room with well, the throne room with what's his name, Mortimer, and he was that necromancer over there. Okay, that's kind of cool. King Darius, well fought. Well fought. That was quite the exciting civil war. My father and I watched the ordeal with such great anticipation. Prince Darius, I've not seen you since Mortimer's coronation ceremony. Yes, exactly what I said right there. I'm glad you're alive, and that our work could provide you entertainment. I'm afraid I'm woefully unprepared for such a royal visit, however. I do not even have servants ready to offer you food and refreshment. You must feel out of your element. Ah, that's fine. Your castle appears to be in quite the ragged state. I would hate to be a hindrance to your reconstruction efforts. I assure you, you won't slow our artisans down one bit. Or artisans. I think it's artisans. And glad I am to hear it. May your reign be long. Yours as well. Now, what brings the Princess Styxia to my early palace? I've actually come to speak with the Lord of Lances. Me? Really? That's right. You're the mercenary who served under Prince Bonimon. I come bringing news that I think you will find quite amusing. What news could the Prince of Styxia possibly have that would interest me? I heard you and Bonamon were quite close, almost like brothers. I do not imagine you hold much love for the new king of Andaron. That's an understatement. You'll be interested to learn that King Mortimer has made a deal with my father. He is shipping political prisoners down to Styxia to be raised as undead slaves. What? 5 excuse me, 5 slave caravans have already entered. A 6th is on its way. Why would you tell us this? My father and I disagree on how best to run this our glorious nation. He wishes to close it down. Well, I want to open it up to the world. When I ascend the throne, I plan to end the Styxian slave trade. Shipping prisoners from other nations is poor practice. One cannot achieve greatness from a populace in chains. So you value freedom, do you? A champion to the downtrodden? Is that why you have a skeleton servant following you around? Slavery is so wrong, but eternal servitude and death, that's fine. If you're referring to my retainer, Ahmed, it was his choice to serve me in death. I would never raise an unwilling soul into servitude. He insisted that I do it for him. Though the process did sadly split his personality apart somewhat. Why should we trust you? What do you gain from this? I do not wish to see your people serving my father in chains. However, I cannot publicly defy my father. That would be treason. So instead you tell us to go up against your father in your place? That's a different kind of treason. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm merely a humble messenger. How you choose to act on this and information is up to you. This sounds like another trap devised by Mortimer himself. I'm not falling for it. I bet you plan to lure us into an ambush. If you decide to travel to the border to see the truth for yourself, then I offer to go up there with you. I'll be completely at your mercy. I'll be a fool to try and ambush you under such circumstances. You risk much coming here, not only your life, but the wrath of your father too. Everything in life requires some risk. I do not shun away from it. Anyway, I should give you privacy to talk. Come see me when you reach a decision. I will eagerly wait your response. Okay, that's cool. So Mortimer has an alliance with the King of Styxia. Do you believe it? Nothing's beneath that treacherous rat. Though I trust this Darius even less. You'll be very wise not to. The Styxians are schemers. Darius is quite different from his father, though, I will say. How so? He's a lot more talkative, for one. His father is a man few of words. Much more fond of making threats than compromises. The King of Styxia is a monster who released a plague on Andaron. It wiped out half of the population. My old man perished due to it. I seem to recall that your people were laying siege on their capital. Excuse me. Yeah, Bod would often say the same. They acted in self-defense, Jaka. I did not care. It was a vile act. Bloody necros and their black magic. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I do agree it was reprehensible. Will you travel down to the border, then? See if these slave caravans really exist? I do not know. This Darius says is true. I can't just sit by and do nothing. What would you do if you were me? I would go and speak to your men, and perhaps also to Darius himself. Maybe we'll learn something new. Sounds like a plan. Okay, cool. Alright, time to talk, everyone. Lovely. Yeah, let's just talk to Darius. Gosh, this was such a torturous map. Okay. I guess we can look at the dudes. Okay, Ahmed. Ah, that's pretty cool. The retainer of Darius, who willingly let himself be raised as a skeleton. He's a white. Oh wow. Okay, that's actually very solid stats for a white. Curb bad status effects at the beginning of each turn. That's extremely good. I want that. Alright, Darius. The Silver-Tongued Prince of Styxia has great ambitions for the future. Okay, very high stats. I kind of want this guy. The Command the Undead, that's amazing. How's price in shops? Oh, that's awesome. Okay. And with those raw too. He's got 60 avoid. Okay, yeah, this guy's gonna be... If I get him, he's gonna be incredibly good. So... Even though I have tons of dark magic users right now. Oh, that's Tandaris. There's, Jesse. Anyways. Can I actually talk to everyone? Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Alright, let's talk to Tandaris first. I couldn't help but notice that Darius said that you two met at Mortimer's coronation ceremony. Yes, as the respective princes of both our nations, it was expected for us to show. My father was too slick to travel himself, and Darius's father was also occupied. So you were both there personally. You saw Mortimer get crowned. What was it like? I witnessed a few coronation ceremonies in my lifetime. There was one when both King Cathus and King Thorgrim were crowned. I found such events dreadfully dull, if I were to be perfectly honest. Though I suppose Mortimer did go about it a little differently. How so? He first gave a grand speech about the downfall of his dear beloved brothers. Then he renounced House Steel and said that his family was not fit to rule Andaron. After that, he announced his marriage to Lady Brianna of House Flameguard. Thus, he took on her surname, making House Flameguard the new royal family. So Mortimer decided to adopt the twisted ways of his mother's family. Whether the Flame Guards are known for marrying inside their own family. Is this common among humans? No, this is something unique to their house. They keep talking about their bloodline pure. I think this vile practice is the reason why so many of their family members go mad. Lord Gareth, the former head of the house, married his cousin, Lady Cassandra. A few years later, he mysteriously died, and Lady Cassandra has been ruling ever since. Mysteriously. Indeed. Something did happen. A fight almost broke out between you. Lord Wester of House Windlands protested quite profusely. He disapproved of the royal family partaking in such vile acts. Ah, Sean's dad. I should have known. He was always a man of tradition. He nearly came to blows between him and Lord Alvaro Flameguard. Oh, that's that Hector dude. I was quite sad when his younger son William diffused the situation. A good brawl would have added some much needed entertainment. So there's some conflict between Mortimer's allies. Maybe they aren't as united as I first anticipated. I think we could attempt to sow division among them. It's a possibility for sure. Do you have any spies inside Andaron? Sadly, this civil war ruined Mayat's infrastructure. Our networks of spies has to be rebuilt from the ground up. Once that happens, however, I'll let you know what I can do. Thanks, Sandaris. You've proven yourself to be a person of integrity. Hey, you can always have Jahaira just go over there, but I don't know. She'd probably get sniped out of the sky, though, because he probably has ballistas all over the gosh darn place. I mean, we're talking about Mortimer. He's got a brain. So, nah, he's big brain. True Tamayatin never forgets what he owes. What the crap? Why did you move? Okay, Jahaira moved and Angelus moved. That was weird. Okay, well, I'll talk to you. Hey, Jahaira, you seem to be deep in thought. You looking at Helga? King Dandaris called her beautiful. Oh, I see, you're jealous. Pardon? Hey, it's fine, we've all been there. Why would I be jealous? I'm guessing you have a thing for your king. I don't blame you. He's a handsome fellow. Utterly ridiculous. I'm his retainer, and I'm merely looking out for him. Hey, now, the heart knows what it wants. I know a thing or two about forbidden love. I'm merely attempting to observe what he thinks in this human. Actually, I don't even know if Helga is even human, but I don't know. She's just kind of just a dark magic user. If my king is to pick his first mate, she must be vetted properly. Mate, you mean queen? Tamaya has no queen, only a dragon king. But Tindaris had a mother. What was she called? The dragon king has multiple concubines. Our late king had 13 in total. Concubines, eh? I'd love to see someone try and call Helga that to her face. Being a concubine, I don't even know if I'm even pronouncing this right. To the Dragon King is a position of the highest honor. The Manakete race has sadly suffered from low fertility and slow birth rates. Even with a harem of various partners, the king only ever had 2 sons. I guess our customs make a bit more sense to me now. However, was Tindaris' mother not a full-blooded dragon? How did that pairing happen? When he was younger, our king would take flight and travel to the world as a dragon. One time he visited Andaron. When he came back, he brought a human with him. Her name was Liana. She was a noble. Wait, Liana. That name rings a bell. I'm resting on my Andaron nobility, though. I swear Samuel told me a story once. I think this Liana was a flame guard. Yes, now that you mention it, she was Liana of House Flameguard. Okay. You're telling me Tindaris is actually the son of a Flameguard noble. That would mean that he's related to Bonamon, albeit quite distantly. Maybe that's why they got along. Human bloodlines never did matter much to us. We never bothered to look into them that deeply. Well, that is an interesting bit of history for sure. So I take it that Tindaris is yet to picking any concubines? Not yet, but as a new king, he has a duty to begin picking them as soon as possible. I'll of course vet them properly to make sure they are all suitable partners. A concubine must have certain traits and important qualities to be a suitable match. Like having pink hair, perhaps? I do not follow. Why would hair color matter? You are really dense. You humans make no sense to me at all. Okay then. Wait, does Helga actually have pink hair? What are these guys doing? Jahaira, what do you want? Okay. Well, no, she doesn't have pink hair. No, she has purple. Actually, who has pink hair in the party? That's actually a good question. I think it's just like one. Yeah, I think like one member maybe. Let me actually look. You kind of. Oh yeah, Alonda. She still has her crazy stats. Even though I can't use her anymore, she's still got like just crazy stats. I'd still probably use these stats. Also, yeah, she's almost max level, like almost level 16. Keep in mind, she's promoted. So yeah, she's like really good. Theodore I stopped using. Same with Kurt. Kurt just has crappy growths. Anyways. Jock, a moment of your time. Yeah, what is it? I just received a letter from my family. What does House Darkholm want? I'm not sure. My parents did not say. They only want me to return home. Apparently, they want to give me a gift of some kind. Oh, exciting. Sounds ominous. They promised I would be free to return to your side in due time. But they plan to sell you to Mortimer where you'll be tortured for information on us. You wound me, Jaka. My family would never... I don't know your family that well. No one in Andaron does, really. However, I don't think any house is beneath trickery or deceit. Still, if they wish for you to have something, it might be valuable. So what will you have me do? I will follow your instructions. Okay, I don't even... Excuse me. Okay, I don't know about this one. I was gonna say no, but I don't know actually. Angelus is so darn good. He's been saving me like almost every chapter. Like if I had to put like like all my characters in like into like a list or whatever, my top 3, Angelus is in the top 3 easily. Dude, I don't know. Well, comment down below what happens if you actually send him home, or like if I just keep him. My guess is, I don't know actually. Maybe it unlocks like another chapter, or I don't know actually. I don't know what that actually does if I send him home. That actually almost feels like a trap. Let me actually look that up. Hold on. Yeah, let me actually quickly look that up, because I'm actually worried about that one. Because the last thing I want is to lose my bard. Oh, if I lose my bard, then this playthrough is going to be almost impossible, dude. You saw how hard this was, even with Angelus. So, oh, if I didn't have Angelus in this chapter, I would have never beaten this. Okay, let me look at this. So, Andaron, Saga. Hold on, let me try and get my phone to cooperate with me. Give me 1 second. Fire on the Andaron Saga. The last thing I looked up was something from like chapter 14. It was the Alistair tome that Beatrice had. I was just looking that thing up. There is actually a way to get it, but it's like stupid hard to get. So I think you have to have like one of the House Rose guys kill her, and I think you'll get it. So yeah. Yeah, her tome's like stupid good. It's so good. Chapter 22X. I'm just looking. Yeah, Alliance's Forge area. I'm just making sure. Yeah, deployed units. He will remain on the team. That's okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Remain on the team and okay. That's kind of interesting. Okay, I'm actually looking this up. Okay, if I keep him, he will remain on the team. But there's actually a dancer that I get in the next chapter. Yeah, a dancer. That's awesome. But apparently I won't get her if I keep Angelus. If I send him home, he'll come back at chapter 26, which is pretty late. Yeah, 3 chapters without him. Oh boy. But at chapter 26, he comes back with the with an ability to actually cast dark magic. That's pretty cool. But the catch is he's not able to refresh allies. That's a kind of big catch. I wonder if he's still giving me a bard at that time. He will not be able to refresh allies with Zari remains in the party unless the 2 reach the A support. Okay, so I need an A support with both of them. So I'm gonna send some. Yeah, I'm gonna send him home. That might be stupid, but we'll try it. As much as this guy is good, I'll try it out. If this is a bad decision, I'll come back to this save. If the next chapter is stupid hard, I'll come back to this save and say no instead of yes. I think you should go see your family. Truly? You're not skeptical? Of course I am, but what do we really have to lose? You're just our bard. Oh, Jaka, you little jokester. I shall get my mother and father your best. Hey, Jaka, you don't know that the reason why I've gotten this far in this game is because I have Angelus. It's because I have the bard. If I didn't have Angelus, I would be screwed right now. But yeah, I wasn't joking. Okay, I'll get him back at chapter 26 in 3 chapters. That's not... it's still a little late, but it's not too bad, I guess. Okay. Wait, I'm actually talking to Ash? Okay, what's this gonna be? She appears to be praying. I should leave her alone. Jaka? Hello, I did not mean to disturb... Let me see your hands. My hands? Hey, where are you? Very interesting. Can you let go? Just a moment. I don't think we know each other well enough for this. I want to give you a kiss. Okay, now things are just getting inappropriate. You're not really my type. Ah, what? What was that for? You burned my hands, you crazy priestess. You've been kissed by fire. That's how I show my love. I do not want your love. But you're Perion's favored. I have to show my gratitude. You're the Lord of Fire Lances. If gratitude involves burning parts of my body, then I want none of it. I can give you a regular kiss if you want to. No, thank you. I don't even want to guess what that entails. He's acting all tough now, but in a few more weeks I'll have him converted. No man can resist my burning charm. Okay, then. That's kind of funny. Helga, got him out? What is it? Can we talk about your relationship with your grandmother? Why is this sudden interest in my family life? Do you think she was always a monster? Ellipsis. No, I do not. How can you be so sure? Because the Skyla I grew up with was not the woman you met in that tent. Can you elaborate? My grandmother was always stern and somewhat cold, that much is true. However, she was not the emotionless and empty husk you saw in Ornheim. When I was young, I remember seeing her laugh, cry, despair, and even love. A variety of maybe human emotions that no monster would be able to emulate. When you say that this has changed, or this changed, it was back when my parents perished. Skyla claimed that they died in a blizzard, which, fortunately, Skyla was the one that killed them, but yeah. However, now I'm not so sure anymore. I think she might have killed both of them. So you might have some point... Wait, so you think at some point Skyla might have gone a transformation? After the death of my mother and father, I never saw Skyla smile or laugh again. She was grieving and that maybe the despair had hardened her heart. However, I think there was another reason. What would that be? Skyla would often travel to Hornheim alone. Every time she came back, she changed. It was that she left that small part of herself back in the void, a fragment of her soul. One night I walked into her tent and heard her talking to someone. Who was she talking to? She never mentioned his name, but it was clear that it was someone of great importance. You didn't think that was strange? My grandmother often communed with the dark spirits, so I didn't think much of it. However, it was something in the way she spoke with this one that gave me the chills. She had an obedient tone in her voice that she was talking to an authority figure. When she noticed me, she became furious and chased me out of her tent at once. I tried to ask her later, but she didn't want to speak a word about it with me. Jeez, I'm butchering all of these. Holy crap, my reading sucks. See, who do you think it was? At the time, I had no idea, but after our visit to Helheim, I had some suspicions. I believe she was communicating with the Lord Asmodeus, the Supreme King of Terrors. Do you remember the Demon Emperor who appeared and chased us out of Helheim? That was him. That was Lord Asmodeus. I didn't want to believe it at first. Jaka, you look white as a sheet. Helga, when you were in Helheim, jeez. Helheim, I heard a voice inside my head. What did it say to you? It knew I wanted to kill Mortimer. It had offered me the power to do so. Please do not tell me you accepted the deal. Of course not! Good. You're not as great a fool as I thought you were. Do you think this Asmodeus had a hand in what happened to Skyla? It might be very well that the ritual created some kind of unholy pact with him, yes. Darn it! What will this mean for Amon when he grows up? Oh yeah, that's the son. Okay. That's Isla's son. Jocko, if the worst comes to pass, I should be the one to do it. Do what? The unthinkable. It can't be me nor Alonda. The burden should be mine. I won't let it come into that. Helga. I will do whatever it takes not to. We'll scour the world for a cure or solution before that happens. I understand. Okay, I have a feeling we're probably going to lose her probably like the end of the game or something. Like, she's probably going to like die or something. Which would suck because she's been pretty helpful. I mean, just look at her darn stats. Like, holy crap. I mean, yeah, sure, her tomes, yeah. I've used the crap out of her. I can tell you that. I've deployed her in like every chapter, so she had a full inventory of tomes, and now look at this. So yeah, she had 2 Nosferatu tomes, and she just blew right through those. She's so good, though. Anyways, man, never thought I'd see the royal castle from the inside. Last time I was here, I only saw it from quite far away. You mean you never told me. My father brought me here on a mission with King Thorgrim. I was barely a teenager, but I cried until he let me come to. My mother was furious. Not my father, jeez. My mother was furious when father agreed to bring me. My mother's name was Ellen, wasn't it? Bonneman told me she fell at the siege of Hortmeyer. Yeah, alongside both my brothers, that left me as Robert's sole child. And we ended up taking his life as well. Sorry for that, Isabel. I've been so caught up in my own loss that I never stopped to consider yours. I was devastated when the news of my father's death reached me. However, he always told me that he would not die quietly in a bed. As a knight, he knew his death would come in battle. You went into conflict against your company, knowing well the risks. You were just defending yourself. I cannot blame you for his death. You're a lot more mature than I could ever hope to be, Isabel. If my father's killer was allowed to freely travel in this group, well, I wouldn't be very rational. This Prince Darius that just showed up, do you blame him for your father's death? It was his father, oh jeez, here we go. Kangox? I don't know. Who unleashed the plague on Andaron. And that plague ended up killing my old man shortly after the war. Excuse me. I don't know if Prince Darius played any part in it. It's hard to say. Normally, I wouldn't blame a son for the sins of a father, but you know, something about that Darius unsettles me greatly. His speech is too fluid. I know what you mean. Smooth talkers are often dishonest. Also, I'm surprised he's not. He's like, I'm surprised he's not like. Also, because he's using dark magic, I'm like, bro, we have Helga. For goodness sake, we have Helga. We have Amelia. We have dark magic users, dude. So, I know we. Okay, yeah, we'll have her read that anyways. And yet, if Darius speaks the truth and Mortimer is shipping slaves to Styxia, then he would be foolish to turn a blind eye to it. What do you think I should do, Isabel? You should go with them and see the truth with your own eyes. And if we walk straight into an ambush at the border, then we just crush the whole chapter, dude. We just crushed our whole force. It's not like nothing has stopped us besides this chapter. Then we'll just have to crush them. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes I admire your resolve. She just took the words out of my mouth. Jahaira, go away. Why is she doing this? She's gonna follow me, isn't she? I guess she's just making sure that Darius isn't doing anything. I doubt he's gonna move, dude. Chaka, I need to speak with you about Alonda's condition. She's not getting better, I take it. I've been doing everything I can to treat her, but it appears that she's what? She appears to be aging rapidly. What? The witches. They depleted her light energy to a breaking point. She's became like a sieve a swiv? I don't even know how to even pronounce that. I think it's a sieve that leaks water uncontrollably. Oh, it's like a sink? Okay. That's terrible. Is there anything we can do to help? I spent hours poring over old tomes containing medical knowledge. I haven't been able to find information about magic that speeds up aging. Is condition uncurable? The only lead I found is that light magic may counter the toxic darkness, but unfortunately, only a magus adept in the greatest arcane arts would suffice. A royal lightbringer capable of casting 100 spells at once like Kathis. What about her baby? How's Amon doing? Amon is a strange child. He hardly shows any emotion. However, he starts to cry when my staff draws near. That does worry me a little bit. You saw what Skylar really was. You think Amon will grow up to be one of them? I have to believe that's not the case. I wouldn't know what to tell Alonda. Ah, Chaka. Okay. Might be foreshadowing. Ah, jeez. Chaka, I need to speak with you for a moment. What is on your mind, Ariel? This is a character I benched, by the way. It's because I ran out of space. I had to pick between her and Garum just was performing a little bit better than her, so whatever. Not because I prefer the Con over the Great Knight, as much as I love Great Knight. Also, Ariel kind of sucked with speed. She'd constantly get doubled. So yeah. I don't think I'm cut out for this. Cut out for what? Fighting, killing. What makes you say that? I'm an Ashburn, born to one of the most ferocious fighting families in Andaron. Yeah, every time I swing my axe and end a life, I feel a great remorse. All this fighting has been weighing quite heavily on me as of late. Combat takes a toll on us all, Ariel. You're not alone in feeling this way. Sometimes when I'm alone, I too feel an overwhelming sense of despair. When I think of my father and brother, they laugh as they charge into battle. How could I be so different from them? They both killed without remorse or mercy. Meanwhile, I feel the burden of my own guilt almost crushing me beneath its weight. You're a normal human who was born into a house of killers. That is strength, not weakness. It's what makes you unique. Never lose that part of yourself. So many people throw it away. The history of my house is a history of pure violence. The Ashburns are only known for their sheer brutality. Without that, how can I even call myself one of them? And change the course of your house, Ariel. It has been our identity for generations. I can't just walk in and remove that. And why not? Give me one good reason why that isn't possible. My family would never accept it. Then make them accept it. Be stronger than them. They'll have no choice but to follow them. Follow you then. It's about time I did that. Choose. You want me to fight violence with violence? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's like fighting fire with fire. I mean, hey. Only for as long as you have to, unless you bring about change. Or until you bring about change. Isn't that going against everything I believe? Strength itself is not just evil. Not just an evil, Ariel. It's a tool, just like anything else. Using violence to end violence is just it's just called fighting for the right thing. But would I not be a hypocrite? Well, if you want to speak about hypocrites, Samuel once told me about something important. The world needs warriors who know how to wield swords, but still keep them sheathed. He may have failed to live up to his words, but they still stayed with me all this time. I sometimes repeat those very words back to myself at night to help me relax. Also, just quick little trivia right here. Samuel actually is still alive. He's actually not dead. I think he's like in the Andaron prison right now. So I believe so. He's like in one of the prison cells. Would be my guess. He's with Alvaro. So he is still alive. So we'll probably get him back. Would be my guess. He'll probably come back as like maybe back to a paladin. He'll probably be like, hey Jaka, can I rejoin? So yeah, maybe. I don't know. That would be nice. I would like to have him back. That roaster one was awesome. Thank you for your words, Jaka. You have given me much to think about. Anytime, Ariel. Go away, Jahaira. Jahaira is very clingy over here. Alana, how are you feeling? I see the look in your eyes. My appearance disturbs you. I'm only worried for you, Alonda. I'm trying not to stress you. I do not fear my own life. For my own life, Jaka. However, I do worry for my little Amon. I worry what he might become when he grows up to become a man. You saw what Saga was. Just because Saga was a monster doesn't mean Amon will become one. And you know this how? I don't. But you have to believe it. Wait, but I have to believe it. You have to as well. What if we're wrong? Cross that bridge when we reach it. Until then, we'll give Amon what he needs. He should be treated with love and care, like all children deserve. Thank you, Jaka. I draw my strength from your words. If Bonamon were here, was here now, he would surely say the same. What would you think Bonamon would say about Darius and his request? Bonamon, being the trusting fool that he was, would surely rush headfirst into the border. However, I'm not so naive as to take the words of a necromancer at face value. The Styxians are a foul blight upon Aurora. They reject the teachings of the divines. Nothing good can come from colluding with their twisted ambitions. I figured you would say that. If you plan to go to the border, I will still go with you. However, never let your guard down for even a moment. Whatever I decide, I promise to be careful. Okay. Cool. I kind of figured she was going to say that because, you know, dark and magic user. I mean, she literally just got cursed by a dark magic user, for goodness sake, so yeah. Excuse me. Theodore, I want to ask your advice on what to do regarding Darius and his request. I heard his speech. Do you believe Mortimer is selling off prisoners? Turning them into undead slaves? It sounds vile, even for him. At this point, I wouldn't put anything past him. Don't trust it. I don't trust the necromancers, but if it really is true, we have to do something. Our own people are being condemned to a fate that's far worse than death. To have your soul eternally enslaved and denied rest in the grave beyond. It goes against everything believe. It goes against everything we believe. There we go. But what if this plot is to lead us all into an ambush? We should expose ourselves to the risk. As long as Alonda and her child are safe. Just like that, huh? If this is a trap devised by Mortimer to kill us all. I've been a knight my whole life, so I can only speak from my position as a knight. The day I put my own safety above that of my people, I'm a knight in name only. Even if I march towards uncertainty and possibly death, I cannot waver. If there's a chance that the innocent are being victimized, I must go to the raid. That's the only way I know how to live as a proud knight of Andaron. Very idealistic. I personally don't give a rat's butt about that honor. I'll gladly brawl in the mud and sully my honor if it means winning. You'd be no better than Mortimer. Now there's a big difference. I won't betray my friends. What about the people of Andaron? If I knew that Darius spoke in honor's truth, I'd already been giving the orders to leave. The problem is I do not trust him. Then trust your instincts. What are they telling you? That Darius is speaking the truth and that I'd be a fool to trust him? I'd say go with them. So go with them to the border and don't ever let your guard down. That's fair. Okay, cool. So he's also not fond of it either. I love how just Jahaira is just following me around though. It's great. Okay. Divines be good. How many arrows are in that pile? A few hundred at the moment. I plan to make many more. Wait, you mean all of these? Ever since we arrived, I've been shooting down so many wyvern riders. Good wood is hard to come by here, so I figured it wouldn't hurt to be prepared. We've won the war here. I doubt we'd be shooting down more wyverns. You don't think the people we kicked in the teeth will come back for revenge? Never hurts to be prepared. You sure like to take everything into account, do you? I ran away from home when I was 14, a scared little girl with no survival skills. I almost starved to death during the first few days. I didn't even know how to cook. Life on the road taught me that I had to look out for myself. No one else is going to. Why'd you run away from home? I was told my father perished in a fire, leaving me alone. My half-brothers were not very kind to me after his passing. I decided it was better to be on my own rather than be with them. Brothers are supposed to look after their sisters. Darn cowards. Their mother utterly despised me. I think she saw me as a threat. She said I looked too much like the harlot who ensnared her husband. You're a noble, aren't you? Isn't that obvious? I hoped I hadn't discarded my mannerisms by now. That's not it. Let me take a drink really quick. There we go, that's better. My voice is kind of thrown out a little bit. That's not it. You mentioned earlier that you pose a threat to your brothers. That alone gave away your true nature. Only nobles view their family as threats. Well, you nailed it. Your skills with the bow combined with your golden hair pretty much gives that away. You're a noble of House Ring, aren't you? I suspected from the moment we met. However, you seem to want to keep it as a secret, so I didn't force this issue. You're almost correct. Yeah, I'm a traitor from a House Ring, actually. My mother was a commoner. So you must be the daughter of Lord Wilbert. Bonamon told me that he perished in a fire. We fought against your brother at the Battle of Carnos River, did we not? We did. My other brother Gabriel was there too, but he ran away like he tends to do. I do not know much about the Ring family at all. Liam and Gabriel, what were they like growing up? Liam was a loudmouth and idiot. He always wanted to prove himself. Oh, that's nice. Gabriel was the quiet one, but he's the more dangerous of the two. Dangerous how? Liam was straightforward, so it wasn't hard to read him or know what he wanted. Thus, he was pretty easy to handle, even when his temper got the best of him. Gabriel, on the other hand, was cold and calculating. Quiet, but terribly cruel. He's the type of person to lure you into a trap before he puts an arrow in you. Although he is by far the most talented with the bow. Better than Liam, or even myself. So he's cold, eh? That makes me wonder, how did you feel fighting your family? Nothing really. Not even a little bit of remorse? Nah. What good would that do me? Useless emotions are best discarded. You're human, Haley. It's only natural to feel something while fighting your family. I guess I was a bit annoyed. That's not really what I meant. Are we done with the pep talk now? I must go back to making arrows. My apologies. It wasn't my intention to pry or anything. No offense taken. I mean, we'll have to admit, she absolutely despised her family, so, I mean, I can kind of see that a little bit. she just pretty much wanted to get them out of the picture, so, yeah. Lord Atlantis. Zacharias. I actually forgot I had Zacharias. It's been a while since I deployed him. He's still really good. I was hoping you could give me some insight. With regards to Darius, do you think we should trust him? All men die eventually. What? Those who learn to escape death betray the divines. They are entities despised by our Creator. So too are their hellspawn. You talking about how Styxia raises people from the dead? Necromancers or something? Death is a natural part of life. Do not fear it, Lord Atlantis. When we die, we enter Samsara. I don't even know. We may someday rise again. A new life, reincarnation. That's the way of our universe. That sounds a lot like the Centaurs' religion. The Centaurs are the Creator's children, just as humanity is. Never forget, you must reject all who upset the natural way. Alright then, good talk. As always, good talk. He is a religious dude. For sure. I mean, he is a war monk, so. Never thought I'd find myself this deep into scaly territory. I noticed the same of the castle's residents that have been glaring intensely. They don't seem very happy with you. Understandable. I've already killed some of their family members. Correction, I definitely killed a lot of their family members. Hey, I've heard some of the locals call you the Hermit of Death. Do you really shut down that many wyvern riders? Lost count after 70. 70? Holy crap. That's quite a bit. He's probably killed about 100. It's a wonder that Tamayatin military didn't send patrols to kill you. Oh, but they did. Several times. I just outsmarted those lizards every time. I lived in the Dragon Tooth Mountains for years. I knew every rock. When I noticed their patrols, I just went into hiding until they gave up. Then I followed them and put arrows in them at night when they slept. This might sound a bit harsh, but why the intense hatred for Tamayatans? It all started one day when that ugly woman, Leonora, landed in my garden. I spent years trying to get something to grow up in that harsh, cold soil. I was at long last due to get a yield of ripe tomatoes when she arrived. Her dumb, lumbering beast stomped on my soil and destroyed all my hard work. This conflict stated over tomatoes? That's how it all began at any rate. She just showed up in my cabin. She probably thought I was just some harmless hermit that she could bully. Maybe that she was hoping she could extort some food or some gold out of me. I told her to, screw off, of course, but she didn't exactly take no for an answer. Jeez. Okay, we're not even halfway done with this start. Come on, we can do this. So I strung my bow and decided to put an arrow straight in her chest. She survived thanks to her nice shield she was carrying. But yeah, she was angry. She was quite tough, so I had to flee, but she swore she'd come back. After that day, I just started to shoot down every wyvern who came too close. It's better to be safe than sorry, I say. You seem to have lived quite an exciting life for a hermit. Compared to my old life, my days up in the mountains were pretty dull. Alrighty. Excuse me, Jahira? Yeah, go figures. Why does she do that? Oh, man, oh man. My bro Jaka. We gotta out of here. We gotta get out of here. Huh, what's wrong, Jesse? I don't know how both of us ended up here, but we gotta leave before he finds us. Jesse, you're being incoherent. Oh my gosh, here we go with the big words over here. What's going with you? Going on with you? I just woke up from a nap. I have no idea how I ended up in this place. It's just a bad dream. Pinch my arm. Jesse, will you calm yourself down? What is scaring you so much? Okay, I need to do my Jesse voice. How do we end up inside Castle Flameguard? Castle Flameguard? What are you on about? Jesse, we're in the Tamayatin Royal Palace. Huh? We are? But, oh, right, looks so similar. Alvaro, he's not. Jesse, have you been on the dust again? Oh, no, I've been clean for at least 2 days. How would you know... Wait, how would you even know what Castle Flameguard looks even on the inside? Or looks like on the inside? I was there a few times with Bod back in the day, but you were just some rogue. I didn't even know where to begin. You mentioned Alvaro, did you know him? Oh, I know him. He's an evil incarnate, a monster wearing human disguise. He was Bonamon's cousin. Bod said he never felt like family to him at all. He didn't really care for the Flame Guards, except for his mother Maria, of course. Ah yes, Lady Maria. I'm with Father John. Oh, John. Most common name right there. They were the only ones who treated me well. Jesse, you're not making any sense. How would you know Bod's mother? I thought she hung around in the slums. Sorry, Jaka, bro. I need me alone. Man, sometimes I wonder if all the dust has permanently addled his brain. His grasp on reality was always weak, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse. Jesse, what a mess you've become. Yeah, he's a drug addict. Hey, Runa. Or, hey, Runa. What are you doing here all alone sulking in a corner? Oh, hello, Mr. Chuck. What's wrong? You seem upset. Oh, I'm sorry. I know we've accomplished a lot ever since arriving here in Tamayat. I feel like I'm no closer to finding my dad. I've asked, but no one here knows anything. I'm sorry to hear that. But how can you be sure he's still alive? My mom told me he was a powerful sage. There's no way anyone could defeat him. Being powerful is a no indicator of survival. It's rather the opposite, in fact, I'd say. Strong people often tend to get involved in conflicts that are beyond their power. Bottomon was strong and very good at fighting, and yet he died all the same. I just don't want to believe that my father is actually dead. That's all. All of this was for nothing. This whole journey has been for nothing. You made quite a few friends, right? We've suffered hardships together, but you have also gained a lot of exciting memories. You'll be telling your future children about your adventures one day, I'm sure. I just wish I could tell my father about them as well. Keep your chin up. We might run into him again, or run into him yet. Thanks for the encouragement. It's what I do. We just got a couple more characters. I'm getting like tired over here. Jeez, and I still got like not Staff of Age. It's just I haven't touched that game in years. And when I mean years, I mean like 1 year. No, Sacred Echoes. Hey Sigurd, you seem starry-eyed. See something interesting? I know we've been here for a month, but this castle never ceases to amaze me. Look how the lava flows around the interior. How the drakes build it. Tandaris says his people build their dwellings with obsidian. Oh, nice. Well, just like the Nether from Minecraft. Apparently it doesn't melt even when exposed directly into lava. As for how they built all of this on top of a lava river, well, I imagine that must have taken many decades of effort. I spent all my life around ice and snow. To see something like this is quite amazing. It's so hot in here. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Cannot say the same for your sister. Olga's always been moody. I learned to ignore it. I can't imagine growing up with her was easy. Oh, it wasn't bad. She's not like this when we're together. She just doesn't like outsiders ever since Mom and Dad died. One day, I hope everyone will see her gentler side. She did give her life force to save Alonda. It was a selfless act. My sister was very quick to shoulder blame. She felt like what happened was her fault. As such, she felt that she should pay the price for what Alonda had to endure. If anyone is to blame, is for what happened to Alonda to me. I was so fixated on the mission that I didn't consider her safety. Never should I have left her alone with those darn Scotty witches. I'm sorry, Sigrid. I was not implying you were one of them. That's okay. I feel angry about it too. I knew some of them for a long time. To think so many of them were monsters in disguise is sickening. Do you think there ever will be a Clan Scotty after this? I do not know. It would be nice to take the surviving members and make a new clan. We can name it something new, like Clan Pink's Fluffy Snow Bunnies. Yeah, we might have to workshop that one. Workshop that one. Alright, how many do we... Okay, I think it's just my healer. Yeah, it's just Harriet and then those two. Oh, this one's gonna be fun right here, the skeleton. Jaka, there you are. I need you to get me everything written here. This is quite a long list, Harriet. There must be about 50 things on here. Do you really need all this stuff? I'm running low on medical supplies, like ointment to treat burn wounds. Can't you just use your staves? Oh, you silly boy. Do you know anything on how healing staves work, do you? Or you don't know? I must admit, I was never really... It was never an area of expertise I bothered to delve into. Staves can only heal surface flesh wounds. They can knit flesh and mend broken bones. However, some underlying symptoms such as burns and infections must still be treated. Yeah, I remember now. My sister was able to learn how to wield staves to help my mother. However, the stave can only alleviate the pain caused by her symptoms, not cure the illness. Yes, Femke, was it? You told me about her when I healed your scar. How's that little brat doing? How's that little brat doing? I haven't seen her in a while, but I have a friend named Brandon watching over her. He's like a father to me. I would trust him with my life and the life of my family. He sends me letters on the regular to let me know how they're doing back in Holtmeyer. Femke cried a lot when she learned I left without saying goodbye, but she's fine now. And Femke, I don't even know. I'm just gonna go with Femke. Want some training on how to use staves after this war ends. Send her to me. I'd be happy to teach the girl some tricks. Oh, I wish I had proper teacher at her age. Divines know it would have saved some lives back when I was a battle medic in the war. You served in the Styxian War, did you not? You might have been around my old man. His name was Jemke. Does it ring a bell? A faint one, perhaps, though. I healed a lot of men back then. Jeez, I'm really butchering a whole lot of these lines. We're almost done. Come on, Dark. We can do this. It was an awful war, unlike any I've ever seen before or since. Those darn necromancers used magical disease as weapons. I take it you're not thrilled with Prince Darius being here, then. What is your opinion of him? Compared to his father, that cub seems meek and utterly harmless. Yet a little lamb can often show itself to be a dangerous lion. Mortimer is an example of that. So you think we should accept his offer? I would not, but I don't think my opinion will hold much sway with you young folks. You'll throw yourself upon spears if you thought it would win you a war. Utterly reckless and foolish, all of you. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Lady Harriet. Any advice? Well then, enough talk. I want you to get me every item on that list. Chop chop, I want those regents as early as yesterday. I know better than to refuse. Alrighty then. That's just so funny. Alright, let's do this. Hello, Mr. Skeleton? Lord of Lances. How's it going, my fleshy guy? You know, forgetting a name is rude, right? I'm Ahmed the Friendly. Skeleton. Cheers. Right, Ahmed, sorry. It's just you're a skeleton. It's a little morbid that I'm talking to a dead guy. Yeah, I'm a skeleton, you're a skeleton, Lord of Lances. What do you think is inside that fleshy body of yours? I merely have less meat on my bones compared to you. I hadn't thought of it like that before. But you're still a dead man, yes? And now you're enslaved to Darius forever. Let's get one thing clear. I'm not Lord Darius' slave. I'm more like his undying best friend, his buddy. He bound you with black magic. You lack free will. Do you have to follow all of his commands? That isn't something a best friend would do. Now that's a good laugh, coming from the likes of you. Pardon? You act as if you have free will, but you don't, idiot. You're as much of a slave as me. No, I'm not. That's ridiculous. Is it? Then you're a slave to your own body and desires, fleshbag. Your quest to kill Mortimer proves that you are a slave. You need sleep every night is also evidence of slavery. If one is desired to make them into a slave, then we're all slaves. Yes, good. Now you all are beginning to understand. Yeah, this is nonsense. This is what I get for talking to a skeleton. You're just mad that my logic is perfect and flawless. Your great meta never errs. That's about what I expected. Oh man, I'm hoping I get this guy. This guy's awesome. Alright, I think that's everyone. And then we have more dialogue to read after this. I want to at least look at chapter, what's it called, chapter 23. I want to at least look at it. I'm not going to do anything on this because this is taking too long. Yes? Oh, boy. Okay. Sure, I'll read all these. What deal did Mortimer make with your father? Refresh my memory. All I know is caravans from Andaron arrived outside our castle gates. They were filled with prisoners. What does Mortimer gain from doing this? Money, power, or influence? I bet. Perhaps even a military alliance. Corpses are a valuable commodity in Styxia, more so than gold. And the prisoners that that already arrived, is there any chance for us to save them? I'm afraid not. My father would waste no time in turning them into his servants. Darn it! However, there still might be some time to save the people hiding for Styxia, if we do not tarry too long here. Okay, who's your father? I want to know about your father. Tell me about the King of Styxia. My father is King Kangax the Fourth. The Fourth? Okay. He's lived for over 60 years. Okay, so he's an old boss. Okay, that's gonna be cool. Probably gonna be the next boss of the chapter. Probably another Necromancer just like this guy. Either that or he's just a completely new class. He was only a child when his father, the last king, was murdered. Kangax fought against King Cathus in the Second Great Styxian War. I'm sure you've heard all about that. Didn't go so well for your people. I would not say my father is loved, but he's respected and feared. 60 years, eh? I suppose he doesn't have long left. Is that why you're going behind his back? My father could live for quite a few more years. How long do your people and the caravans have left? I don't really believe you would take such a big risk to help my people. I consider helping them a bonus. Ooh, okay. Who's the skeleton? That skeleton who claimed to be your cohort. Who is he? His name is Ahmed. He was my best friend and my mentor. Really? Okay, well that's good to know. My father assigned him to me when I was but a young boy. He was already old and dying by the time I reached adolescence. On his deathbed, he told me that he wanted to continue serving, so you had him raised. Our bond goes much deeper than that. He's not some pet skeleton to me. Our souls are magically united. He won't die as long as I don't either. And when will you die? Will you be raised? Oh no, I have no such intentions. Undeath holds little appeal for me. Well, life without its sensations. I want to enjoy food and laughter, the warmth of a beautiful woman. And yet your cohort will enjoy no such things. It was his choice. I feel no remorse. Clearly not. Okay, very interesting. What are you scheming? What do you want, Darius? I want the best future for my nation and its people. And what do you be by that? I want to open up Styxia to the world. I wish to invite more people to trade. I always want the people of Andaron to stop seeing us as a threat. Hard to do when we have been at war twice. You started both of them. Both times when your kings attempted to raise themselves into undeath. You foolishly forced our hand. We forced your hand? We did not conform to your standards, so you attacked us. When a monster sits upon the throne of an empire, good men have to act. The Lightbringers could not tolerate such an abomination existing. Imagine forcing your beliefs on other people and calling yourself righteous. Those Light Supremists got what they deserved when Thorgrim beheaded Cathus. The world would be better off without their poisonous, self-righteous morality complex. The Lightbringers saved Aurora from the demons and the terrors. Now they seem the Northerners' Styxia was doing just fine. We never requested their help, as we found it unnecessary. I bet you don't know Aurora's original moniker? I don't know. The name the common folk used before the Lightbringers came. My mother raised me to be a scholar. I know of the old name Yggdrasil? Oh, like Yggdrasil? Okay. Frankly, it was an idiotic continent name that deserved to be changed. Some still live that respect the old ways. Never had a chance to vote on the name. Joseph's children stole that decision from us. Well, admittedly, I wasn't aware of that fact. If you are. Okay, so this guy's pretty old. Alright. I'll go with you to the border. Show me these slave caravans. This had better not be a trick. No tricks, I assure you. Only the naked truth. I promise you it will be an enlightening journey. I do not doubt it. Alright, let's see this. Gosh, more dialogue. Here we go. I made a decision, Tenderous. Tenderous? Oh, that's a funny butcher. Tenderous. Perfect. Tenderous. I'm going with the prince. I want to see for myself if these slave caravans truly exist. Good idea. I'll come with you. Don't you have your hands full with rebuilding your country? My diplomats and ambassadors have already been sent out. My soldiers have been given their tasks. For now, it's a waiting game. I'd much rather go with you. Sounds like we'll have fun. Do you think it's a good idea for you to leave your country? Especially right after you just conquered it in a bloody war? This might be one of the few chances I will get to leave. I will spend the better part of my life on this throne. I would like to have some adventures while I still can. When you put it like that, long lives sound annoying. Very well, it's not my place to defy a king. What's this? Quiet you. I said nothing? Okay. I'm guessing that that skeleton right on the bottom is Ahmed, but his sprite changed. That's kind of cool. Is everyone ready to leave then? We have a long journey ahead. Though I look forward to getting to know you all on the road. Same here, especially you, Helga. I want to know all of your dark secrets. Jaka, do you think these dragons can survive being frozen solid? I always wondered. Wow. We should be able to reach the border in under a week if there are no delays. Come, I shall show you the best route. Onwards, my friends, to Styxia. Alright, I'm looking forward to this. With the music, with the theme of that guy, it might be a desert area. Like, similar to, like, Nabata from, the Nabata Desert from, like, FE7. Probably. Let's look at this song. Chapter 23, Styxian Sands. Styxian Sands, yep. Okay, this is definitely desert themed. Cool. The southern desert nation of Styxia, a land steeped in magic and mystery. Here the fell necromancers are free to practice their unholy dark magic. Jaka never thought he would willingly travel to this accursed wasteland. But now he marches side by side with the crown prince of Styxia's empire. As for Darius's motivations, Jaka can only hope he's not lying. Draconic wastes. Oh my gosh, okay. There's one little mage over there, or shaman. Actually, there's a few shamans. There it is. The river Sapphire. Sapphire? I don't know. If you follow it, you'll soon reach the capital city. Got him. Divines, it's hot here. You Styxians must sweat like pigs to stay cool. It doesn't feel all that warm to me. Today's quite cool, even. Right. So, where are those caravans? We should be close, yes? I guarantee Tendaris probably doesn't even care about the weather out here. But probably. It's probably like, oh, this is cold. Look to the west. Oh my gosh. Okay. This looks like straight up Saga from FE6. It probably is. It's probably like a Saga thing. Great. This is going to be torture if that's the case. There they are. The caravan members appear to be resting. Their leader is a cruel fellow who goes by the name Sethos. He's fully loyal to my father. I need to keep my distance. If he recognizes me and flees, he'll alert my father for sure. You tend to hang back? Why? So you can backstab us? I don't know where your distrust of me comes from, Lord Lances. I do not want to harm you. In fact, I'd like to cultivate an alliance. Please let your mind be at ease. I Everyone wants an alliance if it benefits them. Are you any different? Point taken. For now, let's just focus on these caravans. If you need me, I'll be hiding in your camp. I'll summon my cohort to help guard it. I can use scurrying magic to scout the area. If I see anything, Ahmed will warn you. Alright, everyone. Move out. We have prisoners to rescue. Mounted units will have a hard time moving in the sand. Everyone else has to work extra hard to compensate. Let's go. Time is of the essence here. We have to be quick as lightning. The longer we tarry, the higher the risk our own people suffer. Destroy camps. Okay, this is gonna be a time limit. I can already tell. Alright, this looks pretty interesting. Enemy dancers. That's weird. Soldiers from the desert nation of Styxia. What are these guys? Voidwalker. Styxian commanders that bring undead reinforcements. Dulam. An exorcism. That's a cool portrait. Oh yeah, these guys are gonna be painful. At least 13 defense. That's not too bad. Voidwalker. Ooh, I want that. Definitely. Let's look at these bosses really fast. Drop elixir, huh? Dulam. Who's this guy? Sethos. A slaver from Styxia tasked with escorting captives from Andaron. Brave sword and brave bow with nomad. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Who is this? Zari? Oh yeah, this is the dancer I looked up while I was looking up some things for chapter 21X. A beautiful, charming dancer from Styxia. She's known as the Purple Veil. Purple Veil. Fiery chant. Very interesting. Okay, let me know if she's recruitable or not. She probably is. Those guys were really cool. He doesn't really seem that strong. I mean, Brave Weapon's terrifying. He seems kind of like, almost like Monkey from FE6. You know, that Nomad Trooper boss? It's if you go the Sakai route. There's a Nomad Trooper boss. He has 2 Brave Weapons, and this pretty much reminds me of him. He has pretty similar stats, too. Okay, let's look at inventories really quick. Shamshur, huh? Ooh, Scimitar. A Styxian curved blade. That's very good. Wow, I kind of want one of those. Oh yeah, I get to look at these. They have 15 defense. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's those skills? This unit cannot be critically hit. Oh, fun. Huh, and I cannot double it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wait, what's it called? A campsite. Yes. I'm sorry. Okay. Flame Sword, Worm Slayer, Dragon Axe, Wing Clipper, imbued with Anima Magic. Okay, you only have 1 range with it though. Scimitar Silver Bow with another Nomad. No, Wing Clipper, a Killing Edge. Jeez, there's so many units on this board. Dark Mage. Yeah, there's a lot of crap on the board. But we'll see how this goes. Destroy camps. Yeah, there's Tanaris. Yeah, I kind of knew I would get him. Cool. I could bring him. Maybe. His growths are like crazy. Look at this. He's almost guaranteed to get like a stat and like everything. So, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna drop a save state right here. Yeah, I'll put it there. And I just want to look at this. Alright, you maggots. Pick up the pace. Get these tents before sundown. Do not make me crack my whip. Who is that? So reset this. We have a complication. By the sands. What is it this time? Are the slaves complaining again? Lady Zari is about to perform, and you better not make me miss it. I'm so sorry to disturb you during your time of rest, but we spotted some men on the other side of the river. Probably some Tamayatin border patrol, whatever. They don't look like Tamayatins to me. Could be trouble, shall we prepare? Ah, fine. Double the patrols. Make a show of our strength. If these foreigners cross the river, rip them to shreds. Right away, Chief. Enjoy the show. Don't worry. Don't you worry, I will. What's going on, love? Are we under attack? You need to worry your sweet little behind over. You just keep entertaining my boys with your dancing. We've been marching through this desert for weeks. Everyone wants a distraction. Yes, yes, my girls are happy to shake their goods for you. But our contract specifies that we are not to engage in combat. You better make sure we're safe and protected, Sir Sethos. I need to apply the rescue fee and double King Gix's burden. The king has plenty of gold to throw around. It's only a matter of time of some spare change. Sethos, I do not enjoy your jokes. We're only here for entertainment. I wouldn't mind seeing you dance for my boys out there. It might motivate them to fight harder than they usually do. Surely we can renegotiate that pesky contract. The Styxian Creed does state that all deals can be altered for a prince. However, I feel that you may find my terms to be exorbitant. It's not me paying the bills, sweetheart. Very well. We may be able to come to an agreement. You stay here and watch the camp. I'm riding out to fetch more men. Whoever these strangers are, I have a feeling they're up to no good. Do be careful, said the scared. Okay. If the foreigners have any decency, they leave my dancers alone. But if not, at least we'll earn 2 times our standard rate. Come on, girls, get out there and motivate these boys to fight hard. Our lives depend on the results. Okay, so I'm guessing if I don't kill any of the dancers, I'll get this dancer. Probably. That's my guess. As a reward for leaving all the dancers alive, you'll get this dancer. So that's probably why I can't talk to her, probably. Okay. That makes sense. Destroy these campsites to free the captured prisoners. Once freed, you must escort them back to your back lines. You must escort them? Oh, this is gonna be torturous. Especially with... Okay, if they're gonna have one move, this is gonna be the worst thing ever, okay? I better not have a time limit, dude. Of course. You must destroy all the camps where the time limit runs out. The more prisoners you save, the greater the reward will be. You fail in the mission if you let the enemy destroy your own camp. You also lose if every last one of those prisoners are killed. Okay, lovely. What is this? Campsite. Alright, great. I like the music. Okay, so if I keep all these guys alive, I'll probably get, you. Wait, where's the boss? Wait, hold on. Oh, he left the map. Oh, okay. He's probably like one of the villagers or something. Either that or he's just fetching more guys. Okay, this looks actually very hard. You know what, actually leave it down in the comments below what is actually in this chapter. I'm not going to jump a save state. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end off the video here. If you guys enjoyed, that was probably a very long one, because it was just nothing but dialogue. I apologize for my, like, all my, you know, kind of butchering. So, yeah. My reading's not great right now, as you can see, because, you know, I'm tired and all that stuff, so, yeah. But I got some Sacred Echoes to do, and then I'm going to bed, so, yeah. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on the next video, which will be in about an hour or so, and it will be Sacred Echoes. I'm going to go ahead and defeat Day So, and that'll be the night. So, yeah, but I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.